Hey guys, today I'm filming my Shop My Stash for July. So this is going to be my second month using my summer makeup products. If you guys do not see my summer makeup must-haves video, I will have it linked up in the card. So before we get into the video, I know my makeup is looking crazy. Whenever I wear blue shadow like this, I always feel like I've got like blue shadow cast on my face, but I don't think so. But I'm not in love with this eye look. I think the shimmer turquoise is pretty, but everything else is a little bit of a mess. But I tried to do something more colorful and different. I also have had my makeup on for a few hours and my eyes have been watering really badly today. So it's messed up my makeup out here, but it's something that like I've tried to fix this multiple times before and it's just not gonna work. So it is what it is. So we're just gonna start by reviewing some of the things from last month's Shop My Stash. So I did have several cream products that are in my Partners in Cream Project Pan series, so I will not be updating you guys on those things in this video. I will save it for that update. So then for eyes, for more single shadows, I used Natasha Denona Bronzage. Love this, really pigmented. It's a beautiful color. It's a really great formula. Really happy I was able to find this for a good price on eBay. And then I used the Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot in Top Yacht. A beautiful like golden champagne base. Really like this color. Out of all of the ones I have, it's not my most favorite like looking at it, but when I created a look with it, I thought it was really beautiful and a great like everyday shade, and I love this formula. So I'm happy that I was able to get some use out of both of those products, and I did really enjoy them. And then I had 3 palettes I was testing last month. So the first is the ColourPop Yes Please palette, which is a dupe for Natasha Denona Sunset. I really enjoy the matte shades in here, especially Champs, Note to Self, and Girls Night Out. The shimmers in here are not that impressive. They're a little bit lackluster. They definitely need more of a cream base underneath, and they have pigment, but they don't have as much metallic shine as I would prefer. And I love those 3 mattes in here so much, but I don't reach for this a whole ton because I have a lot of other similar shades and similar palettes in my collection. So I actually am going to be decluttering this, which is a huge surprise to me. I didn't think that would happen. I'm pretty sure I put this in my keep pile when I did the if I cut my collection in half, but I'm going to pass this on to my sister. She does not wear eyeshadow enough for me, but she doesn't really have a lot of warm tone palettes, so I'm going to give that one to her. That will make it easier for me to let it go, but I can't justify it because I do have similar things. The next palette I have is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. So this is so beautiful. My friend Jean gave this to me. It was limited edition. I think the colors in here are really nice, but I'm not in love with this palette. So far, I've only created 3 looks with it. I did one with like the golden bronze color, the orange, and that brown shade, and this orange shade. I did the blue look today with these 2 blues and this blue. And I also did a look with this duochrome on the lid, this pink, and then this pink and orange. And I think that they're very pigmented and they are pretty, but I think just because some of those shades are more neon, they just required a lot of building. I wasn't really happy with this blue matte in the crease. I think packed on the lower lash line worked really well, but in the crease, it wasn't working out the best. I am gonna create 2 more looks with this palette. I'm gonna try to do one tomorrow with these 2 purple shades, and then I'm gonna try a look with the yellow and green shade. I do think I will end up decluttering this palette though. I think it's very beautiful, but I just wish there were some more like neutral mattes to help ground this palette. I like it, but I'm not blown away by it. It's really powdery. I felt like I really had to layer it on because the shades were kind of blending too much, and I felt like one eye was more pigmented than the other, and I was trying to even it out. It wasn't really working, so the pigmentation was not super consistent. So like I said, I'm going to create 2 more looks of this palette, so I will end up letting you guys know for sure if I keep it or pass it on, but I think I might end up decluttering that, which is crazy because it is something that I wanted for a long time, but I think it's possible I'll be letting that go. And then the third palette I'm just going to talk about briefly because this is the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette. So in this last month, the drama makeup world has exploded with a lot of different tea about Jeffree basically being a crap friend, which I don't think any of us are really surprised by. And a lot of stuff has come out about Shane as well, or a lot of things have resurfaced about him. So It's been real intense, but I don't think I'm gonna buy anything else from Jeffree Star in the future, but I will keep the things that I have. So what I have from him is this Thirsty palette. I have the Sagittarius liquid lipstick, a mini of Leo liquid lip, and I have the Morphe and Jeffree Star brushes and sponges. So I'm gonna keep all those, but I don't plan on buying any other Jeffree Star products in the future. So with this palette, I only used it twice, I believe. There were some days where I just used these two matte shades, and then I did use some of the pressed glitters in here. These are actually really good pressed glitters because I don't like pressed glitter at all, but I actually really like these. I think that they work very well. I wish I played around with some of these colors a little bit more. I would have loved to, but as you guys know, I am only putting on makeup to film, so I've been trying to get a little bit of use out of everything because I have so many things I wanted to use. So I didn't use this as much as I wanted to, but this is a really, really good palette. I won't be getting rid of it, but it does make me feel kind of weird using it with more Jeffree Star information that has come out. But like I said, I will say this is a really good quality palette, and I do believe that this one was discontinued. So I'm keeping one for sure, decluttering one for sure, and possibly decluttering a second one. And I'm definitely keeping both of those single shadows. So now into cheeks, I had a bronzer and highlighter I was testing out this month. For the bronzer, it is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Pores bronzer in the Beach shade. My friend Jean really loves this. I'm not loving it that much. I felt like I wasn't really able to get this to show up on my skin very well, which is surprising to me because I know a lot of people say that about the butter bronzer, but I have no issue getting the butter bronzer to show up on my skin. So I think maybe I need to use it more. It may have been because I was trying to put this over top of like liquid bronzer, so it just wasn't showing up that well. And when I do liquid bronzer, set my face with powder, and then go over top with a powder bronzer. I don't put powder bronzer right on top of liquid bronzer because that would be insane on my skin tone. So I was just kind of bummed I wasn't really able to see this show up on my skin very well. I'm gonna keep it. I got it for a great price. I'm definitely gonna use it more, but I'm not that excited, of course, because it wasn't really showing up. Then for highlighter, that would be the Ofra collab with Madison Miller. This is the Moondance shade. This is a beautiful champagne gold color. It has a little bit of peach tones in it as well. If you look at Ofra Star Island, it's a lighter version of this, but this one does still work for my skin tone. I love the Ofra highlighters because they're very pigmented, very metallic. They blend nicely. They draw attention to texture a little bit, but any highlighter does, but they still look smooth. But if you have pimples on your cheek, it's gonna show. But I really, really love this. Definitely happy to have this in my collection. So keeping both of these, but only one's a real favorite. Then for blushes, I have Benefit California here. And this is a blush that I had previously decluttered, or I put it in a declutter pile, but I never ended up getting rid of it. I do have this in a palette form, and when I used it, I thought it was fine, but I wasn't in love with it. So I am actually gonna declutter this one now and just use the one in the palette if I'm feeling up to it. I think this is a pretty color. I don't love that this is that Big Gelée formula like Rockatoria's. I just don't like Big Gelée products. So that one is going to go. The rest are gonna stay. This is MAC's Painted Canyon, absolute favorite of mine. MAC Peaches and Cream is a little too pink for my liking, but I'm not gonna get rid of this one, especially not at this point. It is older, so I might as well keep it for myself. MAC Sideshow You, another all-time favorite. Love that shade, keeping. And then I have MAC Fleur Power, really love this one as well, definitely staying. This is one of their permanent blushes, which is why it is in pan form. So I had a lot of success with the cheek products. So for lips, I told you guys I had 5 go-to products and then 1 chopping block item. So the chopping block item was this Bare Minerals Mineralist lipstick line, and this is in the shade Honesty. I thought that this was pretty, but it's a little more rosy than I tend to go for, and it's just not something that I need. I didn't love this color on me, so I will be decluttering this one. Then for my other lip products, I'm keeping them all. So that would be the MAC Nicki Minaj lipstick in Nicki's Nude. Again, this one can look a little funny. I can't wear it with everything, but I do still like it and want to keep it. Then I have the Nude Sticks Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Belle. I'm gonna keep this one for now, but I just don't get the nude sticks hype. This is my favorite formula out of their lip pencils, but I wasn't in love when I wore that one, so I might get rid of it eventually, but not now. I have Dose of Colors Liquid Lipstick and Flirty, loved it. ColourPop Ultra Glossy Lip and Feedback, loved as well. And then the NARS Oil Infused Lip Tint and Primal Instinct, I do enjoy this one. So all of those are going to stay. So I thought that was pretty good. I'm only gonna be decluttering a couple things, and the other things I did really enjoy this month. So now into the items for my July makeup basket, starting with nail polish. I've got some good old standbys. The first is what I'm wearing in my nails today. This is Essie's in the Cabana, which is a really beautiful blue color, opaque in 2 coats. And then I have these 3 OPI polishes. My Dog Sled is a hybrid, Got Myself into a Jambalaya, and Fearlessly Alice. Love these shades and formulas. Go-to summer staples for me, so I'll be excited to get some more use out of these. For brows, I am using my NYX Eyebrow Shaper Wax Pencil. I have the tiniest little nub in here. Actually, the last time I sharpened it, it got stuck in the sharpener, but I pushed it back in here, so I can probably use it for about another week, and then I will be done, and we'll start using my backup. Then I've got my Benefit Goof Proof Brow Pencil in the shade number 2, my NYX Micro Brow Pencil in Taupe, and I am this month starting to use this little deluxe sample size of the Benefit Gimme Brow Gel in shade number 2. I did end up using my Anastasia Clear Brow Gel this month. So for complexion products, several of these things are in my summer project pan. I will have that intro linked up in the cards. For primer, I will be using the Smashbox Photo Finish Primer Water. And I will be using the Cover FX Mattifying Primer all over and the Smashbox Pore Minimizing Primer just for my large pores and forehead wrinkles. For foundation, I will be using a combination of the IT Cosmetics Matte CC Cream in Fair and the ColourPop No Filter Foundation in Fair 15. I'm also going to be using some of this little deluxe sample of the Tarte Maracuja Tinted Moisturizer in 13 in Fair Light Neutral. For concealer under my eyes, I'm just rotating through the different ones in my collection. For blemishes, I'm using the Estee Lauder Double Wear Concealer in 1 in Extra Light Neutral. I'm having a lot of acne right now, so I am getting a lot of use out of that, which is good because it is about a year old at this point. Then for powders under my eyes, I am using the Kat Von D Lock-It Translucent Loose Powder, and then to set my face, I'm using a combination of the Too Faced Peach Perfect and the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Powder. And for setting spray, I'm using the Too Faced Peach Perfect Mattifying Setting Mist. For cheek products, I do have a cream product. This is the e.l.f. Aqua Beauty Blush and Bronzer Duo in the shade Bronze Peach. This is a little intense for my skin tone, so we'll see how well it works, but I really want to get some use out of this. I've got my go-to summer bronzer and contour, which would be the Milani Matte Baked Bronzers in Sunset for bronzer, Sienna for contour. The bronzer shade is in my project pan. I'm also going to be rotating in another bronzer to get some use out of this month, and that would be the Becca Sunlit Bronzer in Capri Coast. This is something I put little minis of in my summer giveaway, so I thought it was fitting that I would be testing it out this month as well. Then for highlights, I've got my Project Pan highlighter, which is the Urban Decay Afterglow highlighter in Sin. And then I will be rotating another highlighter as well. And this is Becca Shimmery Skin Perfector Press in Champagne Pop, which is normally too dark for me, but I'm hoping that this will work nicely for me this summer. This will be my first time using this little mini, so I hope I love it. Then for blush, I have 5, and these first 2 are limited edition shades from MAC. This is from the MAC Haze Sailor collection. This is the color Fleet Fast. It is a satin finish. And then I have MAC Sweet Sweet Fantasy from the Mariah Carey collection. So here what the 2 blush shades look like side by side. This one's more pink, and this one definitely has more of like a peachy coral tone to it. Then I have this super cute Baby Z palette with some pan blushes. So this is ColourPop My Sun and Stars and So Retrograde. These were made with Kathleen Lights, and this is Lorac Technicolor. So then for eyes, for eye primer, this right here is all I have left of the Anastasia eye primer. So I will finish this up in probably like 4 uses, and then I'm going to move on to this little mini of the Urban Decay eyeshadow primer potion that I love so much. And then I have a whole bunch of other eye products this month. So we'll start with the single shadow. So I'm going to be using another Natasha Denona shade. This is Morgana. This is a single in her Sunset palette. Then I have ColourPop Leo, which is my zodiac sign. It's a really pretty gold shade, but it does have some copper reflect to it. ColourPop Super Shock Shadow in Snakebite, which is also like a warm gold color. Tarte Chrome Paint Shadow Pot in Park Avenue Princess, which is one of my favorite shades of all time. It's a really beautiful golden bronze, super metallic. I have the Steel Glitter and Glow in Sunset Fire. And the Urban Decay Heavy Metal Glitter Liner in Midnight Cowboy. The Huda Beauty Neon Pink Palette, which I've never used, so I hope I love this one. The Dose of Colors in I Love Sarai eyeshadow palette. Alamar Cosmetics Reina del Caribe Volume 1 palette. The next palette is the Tarte Adelaide Marin palette, which is super similar to the Yes Please. It just doesn't have the red shade basically, and I really like the way that this one performs. I like the shimmers better. I also love the blush and highlight in here. So this palette really is the main reason I decided to let go of the ColourPop Yes Please, because I couldn't justify the both of them. So then we have my Summer Z palette. I have all the same shades as last month, except I added in Birkin and Bengal as some nice transition shades to go with some of these other colors. I will have all the shades listed down below. So then for liner and mascara, for liquid liner, I'm using this mini IT Cosmetics Superhero liquid liner, which does have a brush tip applicator. And then for pencil liner, I am going to be using the ColourPop Creme Gel Liner in Crossed and the LA Girl Shockwave Neon Liner in Vivid, which is the purple shade. And I am also going to keep in for this month and next month. This is the Maybelline Lasting Drama Waterproof Eye Pencil in Striking Copper, which I love so much. So then for mascara, I think that I just finished my 3rd month with this Sills Booster, and I only want twosies for 3 months. So I'm gonna check my videos and be sure. I do have some more tubes of this, so I will add in just another tube of this and put this one in my empties, but I'll let you guys know. I mean, there's still some juice in here, but I just feel kind of gross about using mascara type products after 3 months. And then I'm using the combo of the Pure Cosmetics Fully Charged for volume and the Smashbox Super Fan for length and separation. And lastly, we have lip products. I have 6 options here: 1 bullet lipsticks, 2 jumbo lip crayons, a liquid lipstick, a sheer shimmery gloss, and a more opaque cream gloss. So for the bullet lipstick, this is Urban Decay Revolution lipstick in Streak, which is a really pretty pinky coral. I'll show you all the swatches at the end. Next, I have a chopping block item, which is the Nude Sticks Intense Matte Lip and Cheek Pencil in Kiss. This is the Sephora Melting Lip Click in the shade number 1 Caramel. The Kylie Velvet Lip in Charm. NARS Oil Infused Lip Tint in Orgasm. And the Buxom Flawed Lip Cream in Mudslide. Urban Decay Streak, Nude Sticks Kiss, Sephora Click Stick in Caramel, Kylie Liquid Lip in Charm, the NARS Orgasm Gloss. I'm glad you can actually see that there is like a little bit of color to it. And then you've got Buxom Mudslide. So those are all the lippies I'll be wearing this month. So again, a lot more of like muted peachy neutrals, and I do have one brighter corally color. So guys, those are all of the makeup products that I'm going to be using for July. Definitely let me know your thoughts on these products in the comments down below. Let me know what you're going to be using this month. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye guys.